Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here, and as I mentioned yesterday, we are going to have part 2 of Knight Errant today. Part 2, the Dyarchy. Chapter 11, Saj Calissian is possibly a servant under Narsk's master, but one that serves very close to the master. This is also wrong, just what I thought at the time. Calissian does serve under a master, but it's not Narsk's. Kara is trying to balance being in charge of well over 1,000 children of different species with many different needs in terms of temperature, diet, and language. Kara and Ton are back to being bunkmates. Ton has been using the cell suit and found out where Russia was by following Beetle. Russia has not gotten rid of the children yet because he does not like the idea of an empty ship. Dackett has convinced him otherwise. The idea of poison was put on display. As soon as Dackett and Rusher's conversation ended, Kara was allowed entrance into the room. Chapter 12. Rusher and Kara argued for some time. Rusher had decided to head to Bylura, a planet controlled apparently by children. It is not in the realm of either Daemon, Odeon, or Bactra, which means they'll probably not be shot on arrival. Calissian serves Sith twins conjoined by the Force, Keelan and Dramica. Calissian is assigned as the protector of the twins. Chapter 13. The Diligence was not fired upon as it arrived at Bylura. Bylura is described as a beautiful planet with the city built as a waterfall. Rusher and Kara had another argument, and Kara has 1 hour to do recon on the city to see if it is safe for the children. The Dyarchy are planning to attack Daemon's exposed side while Daemon attacks Bactra. Calissian and the Dyarchy are concerned when they see the child refugees reboarding the Diligence. Tan had chased after Kara after she left the ship. Beetle was sent to find Tan. They both found Kara. Kara discovered what was off about Bylura. Dozens of Sith under the Dyarchy rushed into the streets to force the population in their next shift of work. When Kara went to find the source of the mind messages, both Beetle and Tan were caught up in the rush of people. Kara decided her only choice was to confront the Sith. Chapter 14. Kara was better in a duel than these Sith, but they were very strong with the Force, persuasion, and mind. She got away from a few of the Sith and chased after Ton and Beetle's captors. More of the Sith arrived at Diligence. They captured anyone who was outside of the ship when they arrived, including Dackett. Rusher has put the ship in lockdown. The Sith are taking Tan and Beetle to a mesa just off the shore, which seems to be the communication center controlling the entire operation. Kara is also headed there. Rusher and his crew were able to fight off the small amount of Sith that came to the ship, getting his temporarily captured crew back on board. Ships larger than Diligence appeared in the distance. The ships that came up were the ones preparing to attack Daemon's area. They also have Selegians, the group in charge of communicating telepathically. This will allow the fleet ability to have direct communication with the twins at all time. Calissian has been tasked by Dramica to kill the Jedi. Chapter 15. Kara has entered the complex on the mesa. She is avoiding most of the Sith in the complex, killing those she can't avoid. The crew of the Diligence were being affected telepathically the closer they got to the battleships, waiting to leave orbit. Russia wants them over the ocean away from the battleships. Kara found the Selegian at the center of communications for Bylura. She got a call from Narsk as Calissian charged at Kara with 6 lightsaber batons in his tentacles. Calissian tried destroying the chamber the Selegian is in. Kara stopped him and reminded him the gas inside would kill the both of them. Kara then cut off one of his tentacles. Calissian retreated to the turbo lift and went back to the room with the twins. He urged Kara to follow him to see children. Chapter 16. The Diligence was able to get to Beetle and Tan at the speeder bay. Tan wants Rusher to go into the facility rather than leave to help Kara. Kara was now being attacked by unarmed droids. She force-pushed them out the windows, some of them landing on Diligence. Kara came upon the pillow fort, which had Dromica and Keelan. Dromica's force persuasion or control abilities was so strong it forced Kara to kneel. She was now knelt below Khaleesian with his 4 lightsaber batons and her own lightsaber, which she dropped while falling to a kneel. Khaleesian wanted to be released from Dromica's control, and in that moment Kara got her lightsaber and chopped off one of Khaleesian's leg tentacles. Dromica began to fight Kara. In this moment, Kara realized Keelan was the puppeteer and Dromica was just another puppet for Keelan. In the battle, the Diligence sent one of the ships through the window and allowed Kara to jump to the ship. Kara charged at Keelan and took him out the window with her. Chapter 17. Once Keelan was separated from his sister, their control over the people of Bylura ended, and the chaos was seen from orbit. Fires were burning all over the city. A call came in from Khaleesian, who remembered his name. The chaos was industrial explosions, as the Selegian communication system sends out information on the how-to of industry. Once the central Selegian stopped communicating, no one in the factories knew what to do, so accidents and explosions happened. When Keelan left Dromica's side, she fainted, as she became as much a slave to him as everyone else on Bylura had. Khaleesian asked if Keelan was dead and told Kara she was free to kill him if she wished to. He also mentioned that someone was on the way and that they were arriving. A fleet came into orbit. Khaleesian said the Dowager will decide their fate. No hints as to who that is yet. Narsk was on the command ship with Sith Lord Arcadia Calamandra. The command ship has Diligence and a tractor beam. Arcadia told Kara in a call that she is here to help. Thank you everyone so much for watching. That is the end of part 2 for Knight Errant. Part 3 will be in a little bit, couple of days kind of thing. If you have any comments, please let me know down below. Have a great rest of your day.